It's the rundown. It is Wednesday, March 7th. Fun fact for you guys, I think I've actually been on the most rundowns in Barstool history. This is only my second time hosting. So really awkward.
Wow.
Really awkward. But I'm happy. I'm joined by Chaps and also the star of the newest hit show on Barstool Sports, the Francis Variety Hour.
The Barstool Variety Hour.
Barstool Variety. Yep, that's the Dave Portnoy. He got to you there. Did you ever pitch Francis Variety Hour?
No, I never said.
Well, he would have switched it on you. All right, the rundown is brought to you by Lisa. $100 off a premium mattress delivered straight to your door. www.lisa.com/barstool. Go do it right now. $100 off. I sleep on a Lisa mattress. Chaps, you sleep on a Lisa mattress.
And have sex on them.
And have sex on it, Francis?
I sleep on a Lisa mattress and lose sleep on a Lisa mattress.
How many times have you had sex on your Lisa mattress?
At least 12?
Okay, nice. All right, speaking of sex.
Over 1,000.
God damn it, Chaps.
1,000?
Yeah.
It's not about that.
Well, hey, that's good, though, because that shows how durable a Lisa mattress is.
Yeah, you get 100-night risk-free, so you can fuck on it like at least 62 times.
Yeah. All right, so segueing from that, Rhode Island, porn. They're charging $20 for porn. Chaps, you wrote this blog?
Nope.
Okay, so we're off to a hot start. Rhode Island is charging $20 for porn.
That's true.
Thoughts, Chaps, on the blog you didn't write?
I think it's a bad move because you're just gonna.
This feels so awkward.
It just makes you want to go down like a dark internet type thing. Like if you charge me, I'm gonna find other ways. I'm gonna go to the Twitter bots. Whenever the little Twitter bots hop into your DM and they're like, "Hello," I might say hi back.
I do feel that we are going backwards as a society if we start charging for porn online.
Yeah.
Like I felt like we were going forwards with
that bell.
weed. Right.
It's like the ultimate.
Gambling's about to be legalized. Marijuana's about to be legalized in every state, and now we're going backwards with porn.
But you know what I think like one of the biggest definitions of fuck you money is that you can start paying for porn again. Like to me, that's one of the most baller things.
Well, I don't think that's fuck you money. I think that's like you need money for toilet paper and money for water and like basic sustenance, like and porn.
Yeah, I think
it's ramen noodles and porn.
It's a move that you either don't know how to use the internet correctly if you're paying for porn, or you're just really poor and stupid and you think that it's fancy.
But what I'm saying is, if they made so, let's say tomorrow you wake up and it's $20 to access porn online, and it's like foolproof. You cannot find it any other way. I feel like most people would buy the porn even if they had to go hungry. Like that becomes a necessity, right?
Well, yes, but does this mean that, okay, so they're saying that in Rhode Island, in order to have access to any and all porn, you have to pay $20?
I didn't actually read the article, so I can't tell you that.
Let's operate under that
Yeah,
premise.
let's go
Okay.
on that
Let's
assumption.
walk down that road together.
Yes, if I had the choice of not having access to porn or having to pay $20, everyone would do that.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's why I say it's not even fuck you money. It's actually like you
have
need
to
it.
live.
Right.
Yes.
To breathe and to live, you need to
Right.
buy porn.
Have
to
I ever
not
mentioned
murder
that I was in
people
the
in the
military?
streets. Right.
You have not.
Well,
We can't tell anymore.
I was in the military, and whenever we were like
Thanks, Francis,
deployed,
for that laugh.
we were deployed places. We didn't have access to the internet, so we give out hard drives. I feel like hard drives of porn would become a big thing.
That's like-
Or it'd be like underground, like
Bin Laden was a big porn guy.
Yeah.
They found all those hard
cartoon
drives.
animation.
You know, let me tell you something. With all the new porn and it keeps getting dirtier and dirtier, I thought that the old school stuff wouldn't turn me on anymore. Like back when like Playboy was all we had, like magazines. You mentioned hard drives.
Skinamax.
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret.
You know what
catalog.
I'm into right now?
JCPenney.
Ooh, do tell.
Boob drop compilations.
Oh yeah, no. But those.
As like funny or like?
I'm
No,
gonna disagree
love
with you.
it.
I'm gonna disagree with you on one thing here. Boob drop compilations. Like if we had boob drop compilations when we were like 12 and 13, like that would have been coming left and right.
Yeah, right,
Because
right.
they are awesome.
They're amazing.
Yeah, I don't put those in the same as like static pictures like Playboy.
Okay, but I'm just
They
saying.
are awesome.
I would have thought I would have needed more than to see them tumbling
No,
out
no,
of
no.
a show.
Yeah, slow-mo boob drop
Yeah.
compilations.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
It's like a
Shout
magic
out
trick.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
In Can't Hardly Wait.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't actually drop him. She
No,
didn't
but
dump him.
I mean,
There was enough going on.
At the time, I was a young Christian
You
man.
could think.
So
Yeah,
that was enough
right.
for me.
Didn't need much.
All right, I thought we actually nailed that first topic.
That
Credit
was
to
good.
us.
Yeah.
Good
Feel
job,
good.
team.
Thumbs up.
Way to
Yep,
go.
pound
Way to
it.
go. All right,
Pound-
so let's
pound
go on to
potato.
the next one. Bumble is advertising on Clippers jerseys. Personally, I don't really care.
I don't really care either.
No, I don't give a shit.
All right, so let's go to the next topic. Michael Shannon. That's good. Good job.
Well, I also don't give a shit about the Clippers
No,
anymore.
but it's credit to us for realizing when a topic's not going to land, just
Right.
move right on. Michael Shannon.
Can I just add? I said I
Was
don't
that
care.
a 20-second or a full timeout?
This is 20 second. I really felt pressured to say that I didn't care.
Oh, so you
Because-
do care.
Well, I don't care, but if I had cared, I
Sounds
still
like you
would have
care a
said
little
that I
bit.
didn't care because
Go
you
ahead.
guys are both
I do
saying
have a
it.
take about Bumble. I think it's neat. I think it's a neat
Now
idea.
we're into this topic. Francis, I think you do care, so give us your take.
Well, I don't care about the Clippers ever since they traded away their entire fucking team. And it's
Right.
like, do I care that DeAndre Jordan, does he even play for them anymore?
Yeah, he does.
That he has the Bumble, like he's the star of their team?
Yeah.
With 20 rebounds last night?
Sam
Like,
Decker.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't care that the Clippers, I don't know, if the fucking Celtics were sponsored by Bumble, maybe I'd care.
Yeah, it's a little media East Coast bias there.
Yeah. It's also supposed to be like the app that is supposed to be like gender forward and with the women taking, the initiative. And
Yeah.
we talked about this on the radio today. It's a complete farce because the women just say hey, and then the onus is once again on the man to say something clever.
Got it. So it's really it just adds one extra step.
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying.
Right. I don't like it. Yeah.
All right, so we just did the Bumble thing.
That was great.
All right,
That's
Dollar
good.
Shave Club,
That's-
$5 plus free shipping
me?
for
Okay.
first month.
All right.
You get 6-blade executive razor plus shave butter, body cleanses, and one wipe Charlie's. DollarShaveClub.com/barstool for a mind-blowing experience. Join Dollar Shave Club today. Again, the $5 plus free shipping for the first month. You get the 6-blade executive razor plus shave butter, body cleansers, and one wipe Charlie's.
The body cleanser smells really good.
Yeah, and the one wipe Charlie's. I mean, you gotta wipe. You gotta clean up.
It's the worst part about being here is I
Yeah.
don't have my duvet at home.
Yeah. DollarShaveClub.com/barstool. All right. Michael Shannon was in The Shape of Water, and
No, he wrote it, directed it.
he wrote it and directed it. And,
what? No.
That's not true?
No.
Who's Michael
He was
Shannon?
in it.
He's in it.
Yeah,
but
he's in it.
Guillermo
I was
del
right.
Toro
Thank you.
directed and
Don't-
wrote it, I'm pretty
don't-
sure.
He looks
I'm
like a
hosting
writer.
this show.
Well, host then. Why are you
Okay,
asking me?
so Michael Shannon watched the Oscars, watched the movie that he was in, win Best Picture while drinking a beer at the Old Town Ale House
He's an
on
actor.
North Ave in Chicago. What do you think about this move? Try hard move?
No, I think it's a huge try-hard move because it came out less than a week after. You find this out 10 years from now that he was there and he just released it. They're like, oh, going back to your Oscar days, what was it like? We noticed that you weren't there. And he's like, well, actually, I was in this little dive bar and I was watching it kind of alone because I was a nervous wreck. 15 years from now, you're like, damn. But the story comes out 4 days later and you're like, it's kind of lame, dude.
Yeah, I mean, look, the movie was incredibly lauded and nominated in almost every category. And of course, he's like one of the few people involved with the movie who didn't get nominated for an award.
Oh.
So for me, the fact that he's like openly sitting out when so many of his co-castmates and like the director and it ended up winning Best Picture and Best Director. Like, to me, it's him being a little bit of a sourpuss.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that he was nominated. I should have read this
No,
story.
he wasn't
I
nominated.
would like to know who took the picture. Was it an actual photographer or was it
It looks like a good picture.
Right. So if it was a photographer, then this is a try hard move.
Yeah.
If this was just someone with the iPhone X, not a poor person, they have the nice zoom, the digital zoom, and the flash.
How many phones back in the iPhone series are you if you're poor?
I think if you're still on like, did they do an 8?
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
done
they
it.
did.
So I think if you're on 7, you're in trouble. I think they skipped the 9.
I'm 6S.
Yeah, so that's wow.
This
Francis.
is a 6S.
That is bad for your brand.
I know. Well,
Well, that's kind of like,
trying to be a comic.
yeah, right. You're trying to slum it. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, look, guys,
It's
No,
intentional.
me? No, look at this phone
Look
I
at
got.
this.
This
Yeah.
thing barely works.
my sneakers cost more than my phone.
I've been spending all my money on the porn in Rhode Island.
The one thing that
Damn
I
it.
like about this move, there is something very cathartic about a Sunday night at a bar, a dive bar, and this is a dive bar. you really like find yourself.
Yeah.
And it's usually just a few people around. It's a real hole in the wall. You're drunk. It's Sunday. You should be home asleep, and it's like the depths of your soul. And you
What do
get
you look
there.
when you go to a dive bar? Is there a specific bottle that you look for on the back, and you're like, "This is going to be a good night"?
I think the most important part about a dive bar is like the lighting and also just how long it seems like it's been since the last time it was cleaned. Like you
Yeah.
can walk in
How
and
much
like
dust-
nothing has been cleaned
I
in
feel
here
like
for
how much
years.
dust is on
Right.
like, the good bottles
Sand.
of
And the
whiskey.
higher up
I
you
want
go,
sand in
it should
it.
be covered in dust.
Yeah.
So you have like a bottle of Blanton's whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that the top of it is just like covered in dust because nobody's buying anything that's like a $10 whiskey.
Also, an old classic jukebox. So it's
Yeah.
not the digital touch. If
Yeah.
you got that, you know you're in the right spot.
And I want the bartender to be missing at least one limb.
Yeah.
You
No,
know what
some
I
kind of
mean? Like,
disfigurement,
either
some kind of limp.
One arm gone with
Yep.
a hook.
Yep.
So
that
not
he's-
me. If I'm at a
An eye
dive,
patch.
if I'm at a dive bar, I
Yeah.
prefer it to be a woman who's blonde, who's probably around 42 to 44, who looks like she used to be really attractive, but she had some rough years in between her 20s
Mm-hmm.
and 30s.
And then she walks from behind the bar and boom, she's pregnant.
And she's like, what?
9
she's
months
like,
pregnant. She's
what do you
serving you a
have?
Bud Light on
She's
a
been
Sunday
9
night.
months pregnant for 20
Yes,
years.
exactly.
Just never had the
And
kid.
wow, she doesn't have shoes on either.
You know, look,
She's
one of
still
the
wearing Guess jeans.
has a massive belt buckle with like the face of her family on it. The one thing I would add is that
Etsy gets it.
to the point of Michael Shannon, and I think him going out alone to a public place where he knows he's going to be seen, as opposed to just watching it at home.
Yeah.
Okay, but
it's one thing if he goes to the bar with a group of friends to watch the Oscars. But
Okay.
he knows he's going to be spotted. He knows he's alone. To me, it's a publicity
But
stunt.
from everything I know about this guy, he does do this. He has a little bit of like a Bill Murray into him where he'll just like show up at a karaoke bar or show up at a dive bar.
Yeah.
And people will be like, oh, wow. So I think it is kind of, I think he's probably just like.
It seems a little
loves
bit
to
more
drink.
like a Daniel Day-Lewis move.
Yeah.
Well, he would be then doing, like studying to be an alcoholic.
Right.
Yeah.
He
So
is
then he would
he
be
is an amazing actor, and he's definitely not one of these like pretty boy glamorous actors. He's sort of the gritty like Johnny
Right.
Depp type, sort of offbeat. You
Yeah,
never
those
know.
guys are
I
always.
should know who this
Those
dude
guys
is.
are always
He's in
tortured
a lot of
souls.
stuff.
He's been in a lot of like I want to say indie movies, but also he tends to play the bad guy in big budget pictures.
Yeah.
He was in the Superman, like the first Superman reboot with Henry Cavill, where he's like one of the guys from outer space or whatever. I don't know.
Points in this fucking game. All right. Next up, we have the Browns coaches. So there was a fired Browns coaches meeting in Indianapolis, which just a visual of that, all the cast-offs sitting there and just bashing the Browns organization. I would love to be a fly on the wall there.
That seems like such a great time.
Yeah.
You know, because they're all just a bunch of football dudes who want to talk shit about an organization.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
they wouldn't be in this position if they got rid of us. Talk shit about the owner, the GM, the quarterback. You know, Manziel fucking got it.
I mean,
Like,
there's a million quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, this is like when all the former cast members of The Biggest Loser who have put the weight back on meet at like a buffet to
Yeah.
commiserate.
Although, I think they're all happy they're gone. Like,
Right.
they're probably like, man, we're on to better things.
Like, wasn't
Yeah.
it Mike Pettit that said like he would rather be like a D-line coach than ever be a head coach
Yeah.
again because the Browns was so bad?
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed when we were in Indianapolis for the combine, like every head coach, was kind of rolled in with a crew. They had like their PR guy, assistant coaches, whatever. Hugh Jackson was just rolling alone.
Nobody's stock is taken.
No one wants to be
Remember
around
when he
him.
left?
Yeah.
When he left, where was he with he was with the Bengals. When
Yeah.
he left as their offensive
Yeah, and
coordinator,
he was, like, gonna be the
everybody
guru.
wanted
Yeah,
him
yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're like, look at his time with Oakland. Oakland actually started to come back before he was fired. He was fired too soon. Now he's on fire with the Bengals
1 in
offense.
31.
Made Andy Dalton like a serviceable quarterback, and now he is like shit.
I mean, going 1 in 31 and not getting fired is actually so bad it's good. Like, that's impressive to be able to keep
When
that
I
job.
read that-
You have some skill level that we can't see, some intangible, like, stick-to-itiveness.
He has to win 29 consecutive games to match Gus Bradley's winning percentage.
That's amazing. All right, last up, we have the South African biker So, Chaps, you wrote this story.
No.
Okay. Francis, you wrote this story.
I didn't.
All right, so the South African triathlete.
Did you read the story?
Yeah.
I think Hubs wrote it.
Hubs wrote it.
Yeah,
Okay.
honestly.
So he was biking and 3 kidnappers or just
Assailants.
Like,
assailants, yeah.
what's the word? When, like highway bandits?
Yeah.
Bandits.
Bandits.
Pulled him off the
Yeah.
bike and tried to saw off his limbs and
Yeah.
actually like
So-
got
so
to
they-
the bone.
So they had a chainsaw, and the chainsaw was so dull, and they couldn't get it to start. So they just used the chainsaw as like a regular saw.
It's almost like flossing
and we're
your
going
leg
at
off.
it, and it was so dull that it was getting stuck in his bone.
Oh, it's so
and some
bad.
security guard came over, and then the bandits ran away.
So-
like I feel like if you're that far down, where you're sawing somebody's leg off with a dull chainsaw, you've already pot committed.
Yeah.
You gotta kill him.
Oh,
You got to
Like,
kill the
and you-
security guard too.
You don't run away because
Yeah.
you're like,
But what are
oh
they-
shit, they
what are
say it's
they-
doing something bad.
Yeah,
What are
What's
they
the-
going for?
yeah,
here?
right.
Do
What's
they
the angle?
hate triathletes?
See, that's what the story didn't really say. Like, I didn't know if they were going after like a Nancy Kerrigan, if he's such a good triathlon guy, and they want their triathlete to really take over the show.
Or were they just trying to kidnap him or get
Do you
money?
have a pair of gold-plated sneakers that are just attached to his feet? Like, are they?
Man.
But they went like mid calf too.
Yeah. Do you know this? Za was telling me that in South Africa, it is legal to put a flamethrower on the top of your car.
know that.
Because theft is so prevalent that it's a way to like
Yeah.
defend yourself. You're legally
So you got to put on your
allowed
bike.
to
You got to put
light
on your
someone
Huffy.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just
It's
makes this
fucked
place
up.
sound like Mad Max.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
does.
no, it
country is
absolutely
just a
does.
fucking-
You're like riding your bike and people are coming after you with broken chainsaws.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he
thanks.
got pulled off either. If he's riding his bike and he's a triathlete,
Well,
can't you just keep going
I mean, it
fast?
has a skinny tire. It'd be a lot easier if you were
True.
like a mountain biker and you
True.
could
Those
swirl
bikes,
off.
yeah.
And maybe that's his worst event of the 3.
Yeah,
like if
true.
they
He's,
found
like,
him in
not
the
actually a
ocean.
And
good
getting somebody
biker.
off their bike is easy. I mean, you have lots of sticks. You
No,
just
but if
throw
you're
it in
going
their spokes.
fast, yeah, I
You just
guess
throw
so.
it in your
Yeah, I
spokes.
guess so.
Yeah.
But then you're a triathlete, so you could run.
Where is Zod
Not
here?
if you take a tumble.
So I was not here. All right, after show, Francis, would you like to pitch or
Yeah.
plug your new variety show?
Thank you for having me. Today we debuted the Barstool Variety Hour. It's available on the site. Obviously, it's one of the featured videos. It should still be up, hopefully, by the time you see this. It's a mixed bag of comedy and sketch and stand-up and horrible acting and whatnot. And I appreciate everyone helping out and being patient. And today it came out. Should have like an 8 to 10 episode first season, and then we'll
Ooh.
regroup and do a second season next fall.
At what point do your parents text you and like, Francis, like, you're so great?
You know, my parents don't really text me or tell me when they watch my stuff anymore because I ask them not to.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Why?
I don't want them in my brain when I'm thinking like, oh, I want to write this sketch about autoerotic asphyxiation where two
Yeah,
parents.
no, see, I think you need to just get over that. Like, you just
Well,
blank out.
It's like out of sight, out of mind. Like
Yeah.
the more my parents remind me that they're
They
watching.
won't be like, hey, good job? They don't have to be
really.
like, hey, Francis, that joke about you jerking off while getting choked was really funny. Like, I don't think your dad has to say that.
So, like
No.
on Podfathers episode 69, Clem told a story about how my parents fucked and made me, and then I told a story about how Clem's parents fucked and made him. And my mom texted me, that was a weird episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
right.
But
That's
you
okay.
can't let it go into your
No.
brain.
Yeah. No,
But it is hard. Like, just watch it, but just don't tell me
it
about
is tough. I know that like the only time really that my dad tells me that like he's proud of me here is when someone comes up to him,
Yeah.
and is like, I'm a big fan of Francis. And it's usually
it.
like the cart guys at the golf course he plays at.
Got it.
It's like
Got it.
golf people
Got it.
know him.
Okay. So, debuted today, every Wednesday?
Yeah, every
At noon?
Wednesday for the next 8 to 10 weeks.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Thanks.
And you're going to do the stand-up again next week?
Well, we'll
Give
do
that
the
another shot?
monologue every week. So if anyone has
was
any
good.
monologue joke suggestions.
Oh, yeah, so you're just going to have everyone else do your job for you.
Well, it makes life easier if they chip in.
Francis came up to me yesterday and was like, hey, I'm about to do the monologue. If you have any jokes that come up to like at the top of your head. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Von Miller's about to stop by. If you could write some questions down real quick, since I'm doing your job for you. And then we just kind of walked away from each other.
Oh, man.
No, it was good though. It was really fun. I'm excited for the whole season.
Thanks.
Hopefully you get a second show. It's tough
yeah,
around these
hopefully it
parts.
doesn't get canceled.
Yeah. You never know.
Given that it's not sponsored at all. I mean, literally.
But Dave could just do it just
he'd
as
just be
like,
I hate it.
yeah, just be like, I'm just gonna do this so that I can flex.
Right.
So,
Well,
all right. Thank you guys. That was sufficiently awkward. I'm a really bad host at the rundown. I can host everything else, but I can't host the rundown. I don't know what it is.
I had fun.
It's just I've done like 700 shows in that chair.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
It was my fourth.
Oh, you're gonna do the what was me thing?
No, I just think.
Because I told you today, we're done with the Francis what was me. Everyone loves you. You're like beloved.
Oh.
He doesn't play the card of like I'm gonna go just like
I might
slunk in
I
the
might
corner
do something
and like
really bad just to
yeah,
get back to the
because you
victim.
can't do it. Like you then become the annoying guy who's like, oh, everyone hates me. It's like no one hates you.
Maybe I'll beat up Frankie Borelli. He's really well liked.
No, that actually will get you more liked.
Really?
Yeah,
What
Team
if
Portnoy
I
can
had
go
sex
fuck
with him? 'Cause
themselves.
I kind of want to. I've
Frankie,
been wanting to bang
what's up,
him
you
from
bitch?
the moment I met him.
Wait, you want to bang Frank?
I do want to bang
Jeez.
Frankie. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He doesn't
So that
have
was
to change anything.
Yeah, I said whenever you run out of jokes, you can always just call me a lesbian. That seems to
he
be the
is a
thing that you
lesbian.
fall
Look
on.
at that little
So
lesbian over there.
I'm not going to grow facial hair anytime
that skin
soon.
is so smooth.
There you go.
It is. It is very smooth.
That's the skin of a
Would be
man
a
who's
real
never
shame if
touched
someone
another man.
flamethrowed it like South Africa. Real shame.
A what?
If someone flamethrowed your face, your smooth face.
Frank,
be a
I'll
real
say this.
shame,
If
Frankie.
you were on a bike, I would cut your legs off just so you couldn't get away.
Yeah. Then we could keep you forever, you cute little
You'd be
bitch.
my little toy.
All right.
The bitch part was probably a little too far.
You think the bitch was too far?
Yeah, that's too far.
Okay. All right. I take that back. Not.
Yes.
Are we out here?
Yeah, we're done. Oh yeah, we're done. Good rundown, boys.
I feel like I went too far with the whole lesbian jokes.